Hi, everyone. Welcome to Open House. My name is Erin Hamp, and I would like to welcome you to Algebra 2. So here we go. This is a little bit about me. This is my 17th year of teaching at Lancaster High School. I live in Lancaster. I graduated from Lancaster in 2000. I'm married, and this is my husband in this picture here, along with our two sons, Logan, who's 6, and Cameron, who's 3. In this picture, Logan's holding up his diploma. He graduated kindergarten in quarantine this spring, so he was very proud of himself. We had a little graduation party for him since there was no other one. And he is 100% remote this year in first grade at Hillview. So it's been a challenge, but it's interesting and new and different. So this is a little bit of a sample schedule of our 2-week period. You can see that there's about 5 days of notes covered in a 2-week period. On the red days, you can see that that's their asynchronous work. They have to do their attendance form on the Google Classroom. They do their homework from the day before, and then they pull up the answer key on Google Classroom, my answer key to my homework, and they correct it using my key. They are to be correcting it in a different color, and they are also supposed to be trying the homework completely on their own, and then going to the key to correct it. And I hope that that is what they're doing. You'll also notice on some of the days are a blue graded warm-up. We try to assess the kids a couple questions at a time, nothing too overwhelming, nothing that takes up the entire period. These questions have been pulled off of their homework from the day before or their notes from the day before. And it's a great way of getting a little bit of knowledge on how much they're retaining and how much they're learning in this new wonderful system that we have. You'll also notice in orange are some take-home graded warm-ups. These might be a little bit longer in length, and so I'll send them home with them instead of making them take them in class. On those graded warm-ups, the take-home ones, they are allowed to use their notes. They are allowed to look stuff up. They are allowed to look and take as much time as they want on them. They are due the very next in-person day that I see them, though. Okay. If I keep going, this is my grading policy. So you'll notice that it has the same color-coded system as on that 2-week schedule from the last slide. In my mind, I thought this might be pretty fair since they're in school 50% of the time, they're at home 50% of the time, that their synchronous days, their graded warm-ups on those synchronous days that they're in class will be 50% of their grade. And again, they're about 2 to 4 multiple choice short answer questions, and they let me check for actual understanding without any notes or help from anybody else in the retention of the material. And it also allows me to give them some feedback. On their asynchronous days, which is also 50% of their time, I figured 50% of their grade should be from there. 20% is homework, and each homework is 4 points each. They need to make sure, again, that they're completing it on their own without the key, and then correcting it with the key. Okay? And they should also be correcting it in a different color so that when I check it, I can see what they knew and what they corrected. And that's totally fine. Homework's not supposed to be perfect, so there should be a lot of corrections. There's no homework should be exactly perfect. Their take-home graded warm-ups are 30% of their grade, and those are a little bit longer, about 5 questions. However, they also contain a bonus that we don't have time for in class, and so hopefully they do the work and get that extra credit as well and boost their grade. Here we have the rules and expectations. I expect my students to be on time and prepared for class. We cannot share anything, so if they don't have a writing utensil and really can't share any, I can give them one. But same thing with graphing calculator. I'm not allowed to loan any of those out. There is no way of disinfecting those nice graphing calculators without ruining them. So hopefully everybody has their own graphing calculator. Students are expected to do their own work. This includes not copying my homework answer key and not copying off of each other. Students are also expected that when they are absent to utilize my video lessons. I make a lesson on the video. it's all put together in a nice Google form that they can go and figure out what day that they missed, click on it, watch the videos, and then they've got the notes for the day. There's also answer keys to my notes on our Google Classroom that if they prefer not to watch a video and they can get the material just by, looking at the answer key, then they could do that as well. But they are expected that if they do miss a day, that is where they go, and hopefully they've learned the material and then try the homework on their own. If they need further help, then they will let me know. When they're struggling, students are expected to also join a Google Meet help session on our asynchronous Google Classroom. All they have to do is log in, sign in, and then click the Google Meet link in the banner of that asynchronous Google Classroom, and there will be a teacher there to help them, and I'll have a slide on that, so a little bit more about that in a second. Okay? This is information about my Google Classroom. All of this is underneath the classwork tab. The attendance form is located there that they're supposed to be filling out on their asynchronous day. Weekly schedules. So if you want to see what the layout of the week is, or someone's missing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, what kind of work are they missing? Everything is laid out there for A's and B's for the entire week. There's also material by unit. There's blank note packets in case someone loses one, misplaces it, was absent, didn't get one, but doesn't want to fall behind and still wants to take the notes, but doesn't have the note packet, they can print it out. There's video lessons for each day on there. There's teacher and answer keys for my notes and answer keys for my homework, along as with some other resources. This is the asynchronous help that I was talking about earlier. There is a Google Class for this. All of the students are already joined and a member of that asynchronous Google Classroom. And what it's for is if they need any help on their homework, they are confused on a topic, they have math questions, they were absent for 3 days and they need to get caught up from being absent, they can go ahead and again fill out the sign-in form, click on the Google Meet link in the banner, and there will be a math teacher there helping them. Right at the bottom of the slide are the times there. Mr. Janicki takes care of first period. Mrs. Melanzi will be on the Google Meet during second period. Mrs. Faber is third period, and Mrs. Snyder is fourth period. So that is a good chunk of about 3 hours of assistance that they can log in on their asynchronous day and get the help if they need it. Okay. These are some of the supplies we need for class. And again, sharing isn't really a thing this year, even though sharing is caring. Not so much this year, I guess. Sharing is good, and not sharing your germs is not. So graphing calculator is a huge thing in Algebra 2. We use it almost every single day. They really definitely need one. And a couple other things that I recommend there. For our health and safety, just to let you know, we've gone from about 26-ish desks in our room to 12 equally spaced 6 feet apart desks. Each desk is sanitized after each period of use. Students wear their face masks while in the room. They can take a little bit of a mask break while they're seated at their desk. And there is hand sanitizer located by the door and is strongly encouraged to be used. This is my contact information. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about this Google slideshow, about Open House, about our classroom, about the material, about the grades, please just go ahead and send me an email. That would be the best way, and I will try most likely to get you an answer to your questions in a timely fashion. I check my email all the time, multiple times a day. There's a lot of emails coming in now that a lot of stuff is virtual. So please send me an email. If you have to call me, my phone number there is on the bottom. Leave me a voicemail and I will check my voicemail and I will get back to you. But email is the best way to get a hold of me. And I will send you one back ASAP. All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your open house. I hope that this year isn't too challenging. I know that we already are facing challenges. But if there's anything that I can do to help out, please just let me know. I hope you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for listening to me, and have a great day and a great rest of your school year. Thank you. Bye.